Hello, my name is Frances Fox. I'm trained in all the psychic skills, and we are getting together every night, Monday through Friday, sometimes on the weekend, to train our minds, to vitalize our intentions, and to not overreact to the negativity that is like a tsunami today. In other words, we are in end times, we're in the apocalypse, uh, paradigm collapse, and more. And it is too easy to forget where our intentions are because of what's happening outside of us. Our senses are all overstimulated. But if you make it a habit to do it yourself or to join us, you will get back to center. Saying that, I have to admit that I lost my center yesterday in the middle of, not in the middle, in the beginning of our time together. I went into a panic attack. And what I was connected to in terms of the panic attack was nothing personal. It was a repeat of what happened to me September 20, 2001, 9 days after 9/11, which is that I was able to feel that there was a new fault line under New York City due to repressed rage having to do with the attack on 9/11. And on 9/20, I said, 4 to 6 weeks from 9/20, there's a chance that there's going to be an earthquake epicenter New York City. I didn't think there had ever been an earthquake in New York City, epicenter New York City. And October 27th, yesterday I said it was October 20th. It wasn't. It was October 27th. Somebody corrected me today. There was an earthquake with an epicenter New York City, having to do with our denial of our rage with what happened on 9/11. Well, okay, so we have proof. I'm a great prophet. It's not being a great prophet. I could feel it. I could see it. But because you can't, okay, so it's a prophecy. This is going to happen or can happen. It did. Same thing happened yesterday, except it was much worse. And I finished looking at it in the next chat, the one that we do at 8 with a bigger group in Spanish, and we go deeper because a lot of them are trained because they've been with me for a while. We are in trouble in the Northeast coast. It's not just New York City. It's almost the entire Northeast coast, almost to the Carolinas. I actually have a sketch of it, which I will show you now. We have a problem. What is that? Houston, we have a problem? We have a problem. So we're going to go ahead and do our mantras today. And I am not finding the map here. Here it is. It's all this. Earth's crust broke more and it opened up to a hole. There's not just a portal there. There's been a portal there forever, which I have sketched. I sketched in December 2022. That sketch I put all over all my social media. This is not just a fissure or a portal in other dimensions. It's a literal opening up of the earth. So 4 to 6 weeks from, it would be yesterday, whenever that is, we have an opportunity for something very big. We are going to be working on it tonight in terms of trying to close it to the best of our ability, and I will let you know tomorrow. So let's go ahead and start, being it that that's not the only problem that we have. And let's go ahead and do the purification mantra for how it is that we feel, which is pretty depressed and pretty, we need to put the rage in there. So I'm sorry I'm late, but I was doing something. I think I want to go to the mantra we recommend for the entire year, which will also help, having to do with any plague that comes up. This is the mantra. I'd like for you now to self-assess yourself from 1 to 10. Where are you at? 1 is You want to slit your wrist, and 10 is you feel like $1 million. Where are you at right now? And then let me go ahead and put the dress, which you will see what colors and what tones it is. It's white and gold, shiny bright. If you're seeing it blue and black or very dull white and gold, your vibration is down. I'll put it on at the end and let's see if this raises your vibration. I don't think that if you're seeing it blue and black that we're going to be able to do it just in one session here. But just the fact that you know your vibration is low is really good. That's information about you. Then you can know that everything you touch is not going to turn to gold. If you see that dress white and gold, you are available for gold. And we're entering the golden age. That's even in the Bible. If you're not able to see it, that means you can have a river of gold roaring past you and it's not available to you. You can't see it because your vibe is low, your frequency. So here's the mantra. You should repeat it in silence. Did I do it? Here we go. You should repeat it in silence. And we're going to get the music for the solar plexus, garbage can of emotions, and that will help to support the intention to release this negativity from you. You are not affirming the negativity. You are affirming that someplace inside of you, you have those emotions and you want to ferret them out, and through breath, you will remove them. So let's go ahead and do 10 minutes of this because the news is not getting any better. Okay? And I'm glad. Something's going on, and it's good. I sketch a collective sketch. It says, yes, you're listening. And this is lavender, and it's a download of spiritual information. But that download it's not coming from me. It's coming from whoever, whatever. But you're listening, and you look like you're here. You're listening. Is that because of the thing with the happening in New York and the fact that I was accurate before? Is it due to this downloading of spiritual information? I don't know. That was right at the beginning. And then towards the end of the 10 minutes, you look like this. Your mind streams were purple, which is great. And the feeling is, I want more information. And happy rather than that depressed. But you guys started out okay. And then you're above Earth, which means part of the ascension process is already happening with everyone or most of us. And then you have a lot of this healing energy that's coming up. So I would say that this group is in a very good place. So every day when we get together, I'm going to do a little section on news from other dimensions. I trademarked that phrase decades ago, and it's appropriate today. So what is the next piece of news from other dimensions I can give you? We are working our group that gets together at 8 in Spanish. I don't have enough followers in English that can handle that yet. And we decided to go 2 days ago to go to the spaceships that are above the Earth, which most people who are in the know about. Some are good, some are bad, and we went to the good ones and asked for help, and we got it. It turns out that they're from the Pleiades, which is where people with dolphin and whale consciousness are from. 33% of the planet has dolphin consciousness inside their nadis, inside those 72,000 strings that channel the mind. So that's the other piece of news, that we learned how to work with them. It was super easy. And yesterday we worked with 3 countries, Peru, Venezuela, and what was the third country? Mexico. Mexico is ready for the ascension process. They are mainly Mayans, reincarnated, and they're here to help out. So they're ready to be. Venezuela is in a really good place. It has the pyramids, nicely structured. They create stability. That's when they built pyramids for the wealthy pharaohs that died, they were creating a place that could protect and nurture the bodies, not just the physical, the spirit body also of those pharaohs. So when you see pyramids, you're talking about stabilizing and protecting. And in Venezuela, it was great. And in Peru, it was a mess. But we've known that for a couple of years and we worked it. So we won't get into that because we need to get into the next mantra, which is the important one, which is the one that we will do, 20 minutes of. You repeat it in silence. Please, God, help me with my intention to create miraculous peace and miraculous prosperity in the midst, got the hiccups, in the midst of chaos. And we'll be using the music that is the frequency of trilling, which is the sound of birds chirping. And it is the frequency of the mind strings. Those channels that channel the nectar of your mind. So we're going to do 20 minutes. And if you can have the feet on the floor, and you can do the Apana Mudra. And being it that we're in a spiritual place, why don't you direct your breath into your heart chakra? You want more information. Why don't you direct it to your third eye? You want more information. That's what the first sketch, you're listening. This is not the way you looked until today. I'm talking a community sketch, a communal. Want more information. That's what we're here for. So let's go ahead and start. 20 minutes. Okay. Okay, where are you at from 1 to 10? Compare it to how you felt before. See, my voice is softer. Where's the dress at? How do you see it? Do you see more gold? Because literally, we are at a time in written human history in which there are two very distinct frequencies on the planet at the same time. You still have what I call the Iron Age energies, where you have to work hard to get anything, to get ahead, to get something physical. We have the Golden Age. They're both here. Your frequency determines if you're going to be here, flattened by all the work of being so tied down by the physical, or if your frequency is high enough, and all of a sudden there's gold every place. Your frequency. This is how you looked, the second sketch, and this is how you look now. You are inside this is the fundamental structure of the universe. It's wide, it's green, uh, protection. Your heart chakra is super, your third eye is super, and this is third eye. And that corresponds with the whole thing of, I want more information. Now, was this triggered by something that I said, or is this happening to the entire planet at the same time? I don't know. Now, at the end yesterday, in which I was discombobulated by the panic attack I was having because I was connected to what was going on under New York City, this is how you looked at the end yesterday. A lot of red triangles, confusion, and this gold, which is the Kundalini energy from the earth. So there was a lot going on yesterday that was positive, but could have made you feel off center. Before we do the last mantra, I want to give you a piece of information. And I've known this, but I've never really put it together, having to do with sharing it publicly. We have the whole issue with the ETs and the spaceships, and do you believe, do you don't believe? And you know how I go on about that, to just drop the whole thing. Of course they exist. All those photographs of spaceships, you think they're empty? There's ETs in them. Okay, that's fine. And then we have this whole other issue on the planet having to do with revelations about sex trafficking and abuse. But there's a relationship between the two things. And the relationship is an example of how people or beings that know more than we do about us, how they can manipulate us so easily. So, the Catholic Church has this is news from other dimensions. The Catholic Church has classifications of spirits. The worst ones are called incubus and succubus. Those are the ones that turn people into perverts, into cannibals, etc. Tibetan psychiatry also has a classification. I don't know the details other than they have one classification of spirits that makes you forget things. And you have a lot of those spirits as you get older, and that's why you forget more and more and more. And those spirits ensure that you forget what's important. You're not going to forget that you like sugar and that you want an extra piece of dessert, but you will forget to make that phone call that can make all the difference in the world. Like the night before, I'm going to call that person, I'm going to seal the deal, and that's it. And the next day, and you forgot. That's a spirit. Okay, so you have the classification of spirits. They don't have physical bodies. The ones that are called incubus and succubus, which are the ones that are the most awful, and the ones that you can see in all those images of the apocalypse and all the sexual perversion, sex, sex, sex. It's interesting because they come in through a portal here. They come into the throat chakra, and then they settle down into the second chakra, which is 2 inches below your belly button. And then they go to sleep there, they hang out there, and then whenever they feel they can create the most damage, they'll come up and take over your body, even if it's for 5 minutes or if it's 2 hours, and do god-awful things. They are the ones that turn you into a zombie if you lose control of your consciousness, your physical body enough, they can completely take over and you become a zombie and a robot and you can become a cannibal. What's the issue? The ETs that want to take us down know this. And a lot of them want our physical vehicle. This is a vehicle, it's a vessel that we're poured into. And a lot of the bad ETs, they cannot come into the physical dimension unless they have a physical body. So they want our physical bodies to function on the physical dimension, but they need for us to get out. And the best way to do that is to open up that break in the second chakra that has to do with sexuality and the sacred. It's sacral chakra, and one of the main issues that it channels is sexuality, also creativity, manifestation. So those ETs know that if they can break you sexually, those incubus and succubus spirits are going to come in, and they are that much closer to getting a vessel, a vehicle that they can use on the physical dimension to take control of life on the physical dimension on planet Earth. They're already very much in control in the other dimensions. They know so much more than we do. So the whole thing with deviated sex, sexual abuse, sex trafficking, superficially appears to be about sex. But if you go deeper and you go to who is generating, triggering, and causing this level of sexual perversion, the intention and the root cause is possession of your vehicle. The whole zombie issue that's talked about in the Bible at end times, what the Mayans said would happen in end times. So when you go, what is this whole thing with sex? Incredibly important. But what is this whole thing with the whole sex trafficking? How did this get so out of control? We didn't get it out of control. We were pushed, guided, tormented there, influenced, so that we would be broken enough that those particular type of spirits would come in, and there would be the potential and then the actuality of having an empty vessel, a vehicle for these really bad spirits to use to function on the physical dimension. So the relationship between bad spirits, sex trafficking, and the sickness on the planet makes sense. But you have to accept that there are spirits. You have to know about the incubus and the succubus. You have to, it's connecting the dots, a lot of the information which you do not have, and which initially can sound crazy. But somebody's got to ask the question, what the heck is this thing with the sex? We already know about the money, but it's not money that's going to take the planet down. It's perverted sex. Why? Because it's the doorway to the planet being taken over, but not in a war, in a silent invasion. So I'm sure your frequency, if you actually believed me, dropped a little bit with this information. But you know what? You told me at the beginning of today that you want more information. And I'm stringing the information together for you. And that's a biggie, because it's taking the planet. That is why, in my opinion, I was a victim of sex trafficking when I was a child. Okay? Beyond when I was a child. My life is still completely out of control because a lot of those people are still alive. But there is an issue. When that information comes out, it's a destructuring of society, which I don't want either. But that's not the point, because I'm not the decision maker. I just would like for them to leave me alone. But we need to understand the root cause of things. And there's the root cause of practically all evils on planet Earth has to do with ETs that are not good people. Okay? So let's go ahead to the last mantra, which is we're going to do the Telegram mantra. Because you started this chat telling me you want more information, let's do the I trust Telegram and send it here to your third eye. Send it to like around here. You just sent it silently, just those words. And let me. And you direct it to your third eye. Direct it to your. This is a nice mantra, because honestly, if we trust, everything is so much easier. We can relax. We can relax. Estela is reminding us that the spirits don't like emeralds. They don't like the color green. Okay? And you're getting more of it. And they don't like emeralds. Emeralds are really powerful against really bad spirits. And she's telling us, let's see if I can find it. Okay, let's put it on. You slept with 2 emerald gemstones with we sell green socks with the Egyptian cross on them. It was marvelous waking up this morning. This is good. Very grounded. Very important. Okay. So here's the mantra. Direct it here. Take your breath there, your consciousness there, and just keep going. And we're going to do it for 5 minutes, which is a long time for this type of mantra, which is a telegram mantra. And we're going to go to one of the more exciting music therapy videos, which is this one. Very interesting today, the way you all look. But we are in a consciousness shift. Let's go. Okay. For those of you that have the time, why don't we go ahead and spend 5 minutes on reducing the fire underneath the northeast of the United States, which is where the fault line is not just deeper, but it's basically a gaping hole. And that happened yesterday, and Trump said that yesterday was going to be a huge day for New York. It was. Too much hate of the opposite party. It's okay to hate. Purify it with a mantra or write letters of hate and then burn them, which nobody's going to do. The mantras are a very elegant way, because hate, the astral particles of hate, are toxic. And society does not allow us to process them. We have to swallow our anger and our hatred and our frustration and not even admit it to ourselves. So we are not in a good place with that. But let's go ahead, for those that have the time and want to stay an extra few minutes. This is the mantra. You repeat it in silence. Help us with our intention to purify the fire in the Northeast USA, that whole coast to the Carolinas. I'm going to put the mantra music, which has all the water, the glaciers, and the musical notes, etc., that reduce the fire element. You should have it at home. I was just speaking to somebody, and I sketched her aura quickly, just whatever. She looked great. And I haven't worked with her for a couple of months, and she looks great. This is good. And then she told me that she uses this music all the time in her home, and when she's working out, I'm not sure. The music protects and purifies. So we suggested it's on our YouTube channel. So this music, this video is to reduce fire. So if you want to play with your psychic abilities, then why don't you have the intention to see all of that fire underneath New York or above New York, to be taken visually to that dimension where all of that fire has accumulated. Just make it your intention, and you'll have a little bit of fun with it. At the same time, we will be helping. Okay, here we go. Here's the dress again. How does it look? More gold? Yep. Yep, yep, yep. More gold. How do you feel from 1 to 10? I'm trying to get back to the chat so that I can get rid of this. This is how you look now. I want to know more. I want to know more. This is how you looked a few minutes ago. And now I want to know more. Is there possibly somebody in this chat that really wants to know more? Or is it a lot of you? I don't know. But that's the energy. I want to know more. There are 144 dimensions. You have bodies and parts of you in them. It's a lot of information, but there is some core information that can start to make you operational. And that is not the intention of this getting together for half an hour to an hour, which translated into an hour. The intention of this reunion is to help you to handle the stress so that your intentions do not get lost in the chaos, so that you can, because it's a law of the planet, intention creates reality, so that you can create great prosperity and great peace, which we've never felt that we can create. We've been victimized, a military industrial complex, We had an intention to be safe, secure, to ensure the enemy can't do anything to us. And that intention ended up being stronger than our intention for peace. And that's the problem. And that's what we're here for, to get this all figured out. At the same time, we're pointed in the direction of what our intentions are, having to do with peace and prosperity and survival in the midst of chaos. So I'm Frances Fox. I'm very happy with what I'm seeing. So I think maybe people will not be slandering me so much, and they will not be questioning whether I'm working with the devil. The devil, by the way, is spirits from particular planets. And maybe we can get a lot more respect. This is looking good for me, looking really good. And I think for you guys also, because your colors are looking really great. So how are you feeling? Check yourself. And that way that it'll be easier to go and remember Monday to come back and join us again, okay? Thank you for joining us. Bye.